Oh. Straight into the second episode of my Meriden built 1979 Bonneville, which was an accidental auction buy. If you've not watched the first episode, go and have a look and see what I originally found. I'd like to know if it'll run, and it looks like it's been a reasonably well looked after bike. However, the fuel in the tank does smell pretty awful. I'm planning to drain the tank, put some clean fuel in, drain that through, put some more clean fuel in, and then open the fuel taps to see if the carbs fill. There's filters on the carbs, and I'm hoping that the original owner did drain the carbs before they put the bike up, which is quite possible. If they did, then it might just be that the carbs will be working fine. If they're leaking, or if I then don't manage to start it, then I know I'm going to have to do the carbs at some stage. But like anything, I'm a bit excited. Now, we have checked the oil. I'm a bit worried that if it's wet sumped and someone's topped it up, there might be too much oil in there. However, I suspect not. I suspect the oil's okay, and it looks really, really clean. So what I'm going to do is drain the tank, check the oil again, see if it'll start. Let's cross our fingers. To drain the fuel, what I'm going to do is just going to undo the Jubilee clips on the filter, take the filter off and drain it through this pipe and the pipe on the other side into a container. See what comes out. Put some fresh gas in and push that through as well. Petrol for my English subscribers. Under the Jubilee clip, and it was quite a wrestle. These are pretty solid, so it will need replacing, but it'll be alright for now. It's going to be interesting to see whether anything comes out or not, but that should catch it there, and it's going straight in, so let's see. It actually looks better coming out than it smells. I'll have to keep my eye on it to make sure it doesn't overflow below. The last drip always goes in the wrong place, doesn't it? But let's just check whether the reserve's going to give us any. A bit. No. Right, let's go for off. The fuel lines are linked underneath, so if I turn the other one off, the other one on, with a bit of luck, although it might not be right for that filter, it should come out here. Oh, and there we are. That's the fuel drained out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some fresh fuel in, give the bike a shake about, and then drain that out. We'll only put a couple of litres in just to get any of the dregs out. I'm only going to put a couple of litres in initially, and then give it a shake about. This is E5, best I could get. Put some fresh fuel through it. I've put the filter back on, which seemed really clean, to be honest. Apart from the pipes having gone quite stiff, they seem okay. I'm going to put some more E5 in it, and then we might just have a quick go and see if it'll start. Having put 3 litres or so, I'm going to put this onto reserve, and let's see what happens. Oh, I can hear it going through, even if I can't properly see it. Waiting for a leak, to be honest. I'll let you know if I see one. Well, we can definitely see we've got fuel flowing through. I've given the carbs the usual tapping with a carb tapping tool. Nothing seems to be leaking. So let's put the, is that the enrichener? Put that on. Let's try the ignition, give it a kick. Now let's try and make sure it's on run. Seems okay to me for run. Yeah, turn the ignition on. Oil light, neutral light, excited seagulls. Now I'm going to turn the ignition off again. I used to like ticklers myself. I'm going to give it a few kicks just to get a bit of fuel flowing through, hopefully. Now I can smell fuel, I can't see any. So here we go. Oh, I think the run wasn't on run. I'm thrilled it started, but the other good thing is, originally when I tried it, the actual clutch was stuck, meaning that if you try and kick it over, if you pull the clutch in, it should not kick over, it should just be free. Well, before the engine warmed through, it was actually stuck. It's very common with these. Now it's warmed up, it's absolutely free. So, pump the tyres up, check nothing's falling off, and I think I could ride it. that was a bit naughty. I went a bit further than perhaps I should for just a first ride on it. I do like taking a picture near that lighthouse though, and it was lovely. I did about 20 miles. I'm amazed that I've managed to do 20 miles on a bike that wasn't running this morning. Front brake, well, I know they were never any good, so maybe it is what it is, but it wasn't wonderful. Rear brake seemed much better. Other than that, it was great. You've seen the video of it, me riding it, taken with the Insta360. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, let's see what we do next, because I do have quite a bit of fettling to do with this, but it's already been a lot of fun.